Well, Pavlos Eleftheriadis is a law professor at Oxford University. He joins us live from Athens. How surprised are you by last night's results?
I was a bit surprised because he seems to have held his power. Even though over the last 7 months we had capital controls, we had policy U-turns, we had chaotic government, we had very big mistakes, but he seems to be still popular, so it was a bit of a surprise. Remember though that those who vote for him haven't actually felt the implications of capital controls, because they're mostly pensioners and people who work in the civil service, so they haven't actually seen the devastation in the economy yet.
And what about this mandate? We've heard it all before, haven't we? He's promised to do so many things. What can we expect?
Well, it's an entirely different situation to January. In January, he said, I will stop austerity and I'll keep you inside the Eurozone. That proved impossible. And he had this humiliating, I suppose, U-turn in July. So now he said, I am for clean hands and against corruption, and the old system is bankrupt, which I'm sure he's right about that. But now he has a completely different mandate, and he's lost some of the ideological backbone of his party, and he chose again the far-right independent Greeks. So I see a little bit of this nationalism and anti-Europeanism creeping in a lot more, and the conspiratorial worldview that he has pursued throughout, I think is going to be far more evident in the next few months. So I think it's going to be a bumpy road because he has to carry out really difficult pro-market reforms that bring openness and equality of opportunity. So I'm not sure he's the right man for that job, but of course we'll have to see.
A bumpy road is a bit of an understatement, really, given the amount of scepticism coming out of Europe. What does this mean for the coalition government?
Well, it's a very weak coalition government because it has only 5 seats majority, and many of the MPs that were elected with independent Greeks and Tsipras, Syriza, are actually anti-European, anti-memorandum. And Tsipras has never explained the logic of the adjustment program. The logic is to make Greece more of a European country with open markets and social welfare state and other very important reforms. He's never explained that logic. And his MPs endorse this conspiratorial worldview that Europe is out there to get us, and Tsipras has encouraged that view, as indeed many of the mainstream politicians over the last 5 years have done that. I mean, the leaders of New Democracy did it for many years. They were against the bailout program to begin with. So the Greek public is very, very confused, and nobody is actually defending Europe. Nobody is defending the adjustment program. The point is that this program is going to make everyone here richer and better off. No one says that in the public domain. Everyone presents it as a conflict between Greece and Europe, and I think it's a catastrophic mistake for Tsipras. It worked in January, and it worked yesterday, but it's a catastrophic, I think, plan for the next few months.
Okay, Pavlos Eleftheriadis, thank you.